Hi, welcome back. I'm your host, Haley, and today I'm so excited to share with you guys something I've been thinking about. I know we have not been doing this whole podcast for very long, but it's time for a rebrand. I just have to say, I told you guys in the first episode that we would be figuring out this whole thing together. So shout out to you for sticking with me this far. And the exciting part is we get to fail forward together. So the vibes with Group Chat Chronicles were messy, unfiltered, funny, spilling the tea, talking our shit, and just letting the chaos run completely free. And as I started going through this process, I realized that I wasn't just here for the laughs anymore, though all of those are still staying. We're keeping the same real, raw, unfiltered energy, but we're adding more intention. So this podcast is for all the women that are doing all of the things, the moms, the dreamers, the hustlers, the overthinkers, the overstimulated. It's still chaotic, but the chaos comes with confidence, clarity, and connection. So whether we're getting together for solo episodes or episodes with my day ones, my boyfriend, the format's going to stay the same, but we're showing up messy and with more intention, and we're going to fail forward together. So we're going to turn the chaos into confidence, and welcome to Kayotic. So as I've started to learn more about refining my craft, I realized that our previous name of Group Chat Chronicles didn't feel like me. But like I said, we're keeping the real, the raw, the unhinged conversations, but the rebrand itself is going to be a little more encompassing of like what I really stand for and who I am. And the more that I'm discovering that, I'm realizing I'm very chaotic. So that's where the name came from. Obviously, it's a play on my name, Kaylee, and chaos, which go beautifully together if you ask me. When the name Kayotic came to me, I had a moment where I was like, that is it. My life is so chaotic, and I can't think of a time when it hasn't been, especially because I'm a mom of 4. Over here, we're dealing with ADHD, overstimulation. I mean, each of my kids are so unique in their own way. They each come with their own set of drama. And then on top of that, managing a relationship, being an entrepreneur, working full time, trying to build something that I'm proud of, doing things for me. I have a lot of experience around trying to balance everything that goes into being a quote busy mom. And I absolutely do not have it figured out. And I don't know the best way for everybody. What I want to do here. So when I started this podcast as Group Chat Chronicles, my idea was to sit down with my besties, my boyfriend, the awesome people that I've met in my life, and be able to have just real, raw conversation. Every person that I bring onto my show has their own unique life story that can provide you with so much value. When I first started, I knew that I wanted to create something that built a community. With this rebrand, I feel like I'm finding more of myself in the kind of value that I want to provide to you and the way that I want to show up for you and around the topics that I have the most experience in. Initially, as I was planning out episodes for Group Chat Chronicles, it kind of felt a little chaotic, like you weren't sure where my show fit in the like podcast space. And if you had to pick a word to describe it, that was really difficult. And that's where I realized that is so telling of who I am, especially with rebranding to chaotic. I mean, it's so hard as a human being to try and put yourself in like a specific niche or a specific box, because I mean, women in general, we are so multifaceted. Like there are so many different pieces. And okay, sorry, I had to take a quick pause because my kids are running around and trying to actively ruin my audio, which goes right back to the whole idea of chaos. Like couldn't get any more clear. Okay, I've been learning so much about running a podcast, hosting a podcast, and you probably don't know this, but most people stop posting their podcast after only a few episodes because they can't ever get to a place where they figure out who they are or how they want to show up. And I felt a little weird, honestly, for coming out and saying like, hey, this is my podcast. And then 5 episodes in, I'm like, okay, just kidding. I'm rebranding it. But I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me through failing forward and figuring out who I am in front of the world. Ultimately, my goal is to be able to get to a place where I can show up for you in the most authentic, real, raw way. So the parts of my life that feel chaotic in the best way have to be my family. I mean, we are doing soccer. We're doing flag football. We're doing dance class. We're doing 2 kids in diapers. We're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even today, I had to go pick up my daughter from the daycare because she pooped her pants on purpose. And that was not a part of my plan. I had to renew my driver's license. It's spring break, so my son is also home. And what I thought was going to be a chill day of me just getting a couple things done, recording this rebrand episode, getting my driver's license turned into a whole fiasco of cleaning up poop and waiting in line, and my son broke the car chair, and it just like one thing after another. And I don't even know why I thought it was going to be a chill day, because every day is chaos. And so essentially that's what it means to me, is just like bringing you the real, the raw, and then not being afraid of showing up messy. Like at the end of the day, that's what I'm doing here. Like, this is how we find how to grow. And my plan is to share it all with you in the best way I know how. What you can expect on solo episodes are going to be just real life stories, life hacks I figured out, deep conversations behind the scenes of being a business owner, trying to grow a business, motherhood, really trying to figure out where I fit in postpartum after having 2 children back to back and like rediscovering myself. I have a few amazing women who will be joining me to have conversations around showing up in the mess and finding your power in that. I mean, we are multi-passionate girlies over here, have anxiety, we have goals, we have dreams, and we have no time. So getting to have those conversations with some of my besties coming on and some amazing women in our community, I'm so excited to share all of that with you in the upcoming days. Anyway, thank you so much for being here and showing up in the mess with me as we move forward with our new name, Kayotic. Share the podcast with anyone you think might enjoy listening. Please rate the podcast. It helps so much. Please DM or message me your thoughts on the rebrand, and I'll see you for the next episode where we take a deeper dive on rebranding and how you can do that in your own life. Okay, bye.